Dear students, in this class, we are going to see and discuss the diatomic vibrating rotator. You may admire how come these two words, vibrations and rotations, can combine together in a diatomic molecule. And we have discussed in the earlier classes that vibrations are motions that comes into the molecule due to the absorption of IR radiation, and rotation comes in due to the fact of rotation by the absorption of microwave radiation. So, is it possible whether in a molecule that two types of energies can coexist? For this, we are going to discuss with the Born-Oppenheimer approximation. Let us see how we derive this equation. The diatomic molecule has rotational separation. So we have a separation between the diatomic energy levels is around 1 to 10 centimeter minus 1. Whereas the separation between the rotation and the vibration is around 10 to the power of minus 3 centimeter minus 1. So to that extent, it is much separated. Since the energy of these two are different as first approximation, consider a diatomic molecule can execute vibration and rotation quite independently. The fact we are considering these two, vibration and rotation, as separate entity, the reason is that the energy of these two are separate entity and the vibrational quantum number also is separate entity. That's why by the approximation of Born approximation, it strictly includes the energy, electronic energy of these two, that is the transition of these two are sum of the total energy. So the total energy is equal to rotation, the energy of rotation plus the energy of vibration. The energy of any molecule can be combined of energy of rotation and energy of vibration. So taking to separate expressions here, we know the rotational expression for rotational molecule with the distortion constant Bj into j plus 1 plus dj square into j plus 1 square plus hj cube into j plus 1 whole cube. So, and the vibrational energy mu plus 1 by 2 omega e minus mu plus 1 by 2 omega 1 by 2 whole square xc into omega e. We neglect here the distortion constant d and h. We have the e total bj into j plus 1. We have removed the d and h elements terms, and we have the only term bj and mu plus 1 by 2 omega e plus mu plus 1 by 2 omega mu plus 1 by 2 whole square into xc into omega e centimeter minus 1. So here we are treating the molecule as rigid. So the rotational energy levels are shown in figure that we will see in the figure. So it is a separate entity as mu is equal to 0 and mu is equal to 1. That is, the vibrational energy level of mu is equal to 0, that is ground state, and mu is equal to 1, the vibrational energy of the excited state, the next excited state. Here we do not attempt to scale the neighboring level of j values. In fact, it is 1 by 1000 centimeter is that of mu values. So it is very, very small of J value. Note that the rotational constant B is taken to be same for all J and mu values, Born approximation separation, and for mu is equal to 0 and mu is equal to 1. For both mu is equal to 0 and mu is equal to 1 states, the J value is taken to be the same. When you look at the figure in the next slides, you will understand. So for this selection rule, you know the rotational selection rule is del J is equal to plus or minus 1, and del mu for the vibration is plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. So there is a possibility of mu is equal to 1, mu is equal to 0 rotational energy level except for special cases. And del J cannot be equal to 0 because when J becomes 0, the whole energy becomes 0. So the vibrational change is always accompanied by the rotational energy. That is a very, very, very important point that we have to consider. The vibrational change must be always accompanied by the rotational energy change. So this is a figure that we have that we discussed in the earlier slide. Mu is equal to 1, mu is equal to 0, it is the ground state, and mu is equal to 1. From here, the vibration energy level goes from, the transition goes from this state to the energy state, and we have mu is equal to 0, this is a ground state, it accompanied by so many rotational energy levels. The same way, mu is equal to 1, 2, we have so many rotational energy state. That the statement affirms the vibrational change must be accompanied by the rotational energy. So taking the consideration of J dash in the upper state and J double dash as mu is equal to 1 and mu is equal to 0 as excited and ground states respectively, the J double dash of the rotational levels are filled with various degrees of molecular population. That we have seen here in the lower level, the molecular population is higher, and as it goes, the separation goes higher and higher, and the population goes on decreasing. And we are here also we can consider for mu is equal to del J is equal to minus 1, del J is equal to plus 1. That is, the energy goes from ground state to the excited state and to the excited state to the ground state. This is one. So we have different branches that we will discuss in the next slide. So analytical expression may be explained here. Consider only mu is equal to 1. So for mu is equal to 1, we have the total expression as b j dash plus 1 plus mu plus 1 by 2 whole square omega e mu plus 1 by 2 whole square xc, here the square should not come, and xc omega e plus minus of bj double dash, this is the ground state, j double dash plus 1 plus mu plus 1 whole 1 by 2 and omega e, here also there is no square, mu plus 1 by 2 whole square xc omega e. So here by analyzing and by making it simpler, we can calculate for fundamental frequency. We have calculated on the earlier slide, that is omega e into 1 minus of 2 xc plus b j dash to j plus 1 minus of b double dash j dash plus 1. So when we simplify it by way of taking out b, and we have j dash square plus j minus of j double dash square minus j double dash. Here instead of omega e into 1 minus of xc, we have just put omega 0. It's just a fundamental frequency or bond origin, and so we have simplified it here, and by using the a square minus b square formula, we have simplified it, and we have arrived this equation. So we can note that the B value is identical for both lower and upper value that we have seen in the figure. It means that Born-Oppenheimer approximation that rotation is not affected by in any way by the vibrations. So we will consider here, since rotation is not affected by any way by the vibrational change. So here we just consider plus or minus 1 of the del J, and del J is equal to plus 1. Just I substitute with the earlier equation, J dash minus of J double dash equal to 1 and J dash equal to J double dash plus 1. So just substituting these two terms in the above equation, we have the value omega 0 E total is equal to the plus into B into J double dash plus 1 plus J double dash plus 1. So we have the final equation as omega 0 plus 2B J double dash plus 1. So in the same way we can substitute del J is equal to minus 1. Similarly, we will be having the equation as E total omega 0 minus, because we have substituted here minus, so minus is taken outside, B into J dash plus 1 plus J dash plus 1, and we have the final equation omega 0 minus of B into 2J plus B, and finally omega 0 minus of 2B J dash plus 1. So for upper level, that is transition from 0 to 1, and from 1 to 0 we have seen the equation as plus 1 and minus 1. Combining these two equations, thus the combining the spectrum of vibration can be written as E total of J dash J comma mu is equal to omega 0 plus or minus 1 2B m. Here we have introduced another term for the two energy levels of rotation as m. So m can be, m is equal to plus or minus 1 J plus 1, where it can be as J dash plus 1 and J double dash plus 1. Here m cannot be 0 because it can be either plus or minus 1 plus 1 or minus 1. So m can take value plus or minus J plus 1, or replacing J dash plus 1 and J double dash plus 1. 0 is the frequency known, or omega 0 is the bond origin as said in the previous slide, or bond center. From this equation, it represents the combined vibrational rotational spectrum. As we have seen, through the Born-Oppenheimer approximation, the rotational energy and vibration energy are different, and we can derive the equation as omega 0 plus or minus 2B m. It will consist of equally spaced lines, and 2B, the 2B is the difference between the energy levels of a rotation for each band origin. But since m is not equal to 0 line, at omega 0, no line will appear because m cannot be 0. It is the lowest frequency of the frequency side, and omega 0 corresponding to negative, that is at the negative side of omega 0, you will be having del J is equal to minus 1, referred to as P branch, while those of high frequency side m positive, it is del J is equal to plus 1, are called P branch. So this is that we see in the figure. It is omega is a bond center or bond origin omega 0, and to the right side we have R branch, to the left side we have P branch. So lines arising from del J called, if it is minus 2 to plus 2, we have O and S branches. Minus 1 to plus 1, we have P and R branches. If it is the bond origin, it is called the Q branches. So by including the distortion constant, we can also write the above equation as E total is equal to 2 Bm minus a 4D m cube, and where m is equal to plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. So from the above equations and discussion, we can conclude by including the distortion constant D, Del is equal to mu spectroscopic, that is the vibration of the spectroscopic from 0 to 1 is equal to omega 0 plus 2bm minus of that is the including distortion constant 4 into d m cube centimeter minus 1. The selection rule will be having plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. From the previous discussion, we can know the values. So, the anharmonic factor, on the other hand, is not negligible, and it not only affects the band origin, but also extend the selection rule plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2, allowing overtones and combinations. With this, we'll conclude. We'll see the other topics in the next class. Thank you.